Thank you, Lisa. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah.
That lovely person is Lisa Sasso, organized tonight's event. She's very active with us at MDG. She is a past president of MDG, and I just want to thank her before I get into anything. Lisa, thank you for tonight. And thank you all for coming, as Lisa says, to the right place. Let me just spend a minute or two giving you my overview of MDG, and I think every member probably has a somewhat different overview. MDG, I look upon it more as a club than a, quote, professional organization. It is a club of members held together the way a chess club or a tennis club is held together by an interest in medical technology and medical developments. That interest can come from any one of a variety of disciplines. We have engineers of every sort, physical scientists, biological scientists, chemists, every form of scientist. We have investors. We have attorneys, regulators, and of course we have clinicians, nurses, and I myself am a retired surgeon. So in one place we have a common group of individuals who have come together because of an interest, a professional interest, a curiosity about medical development. We have the essence of the organization are educational forums, and our educational forums are held monthly. We typically have 3 speakers, and we charge the speakers with a very definite mission. They have to be comprehensible to this wide variety. They cannot be too technical. If they start appealing to just one small segment, they have missed the boat. On the other hand, they cannot talk down to the audience because we are professionals. We want to hear sophisticated discussions. And we want to hear those discussions from a variety of points of view. So we will have a clinician or a scientist and a regulator and a business administrator, one of the many C's who are members of our group, CEOs, CFOs. We ask them, we tell them, these are not scientific meetings. These are educational meetings. They are allowed to be speculative. There are no published proceedings from these meetings, but we do demand that they not venture into the realm of science fiction. So people go home with hopefully yet another overview of the biotech arena. Why is that important? Because you are all professionals. You've worked in biotechnology and you've become fairly specialized in a small aspect of it. But you went into it with a fairly broad background, probably because there was somewhat of a wow factor in this wonderful field. Our job is to engage you to continue the same sort of curiosity that you went into the field with, to expand your horizons and to become more versatile in the ever-changing field of biotechnology. That reason alone, more than any others, explains why this is an excellent forum for anybody who wants to transition into biotechnology. For those who come from pharma, the universal opinion is that this is much more conversational, much more relaxed. People are not guarding their intellectual property anywhere nearly as vigorously, and discussions are free-flowing and open. That's MDG. Welcome to all of you. Lisa, go from here.
Okay, the first announcement is Paul Hartung and Stan Ward. They're going to tell you what's exciting about membership, and there's some excellent reasons why you want to consider being an MDG member.
Well, MDG is you.
Basically, we're a community or a club that gets involved in peer-to-peer discussion.
Give him the mic.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, make sure it's turned on.
Can you hear me now?
So MDG is really a tight-knit community. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down with other members, given them career advice. In case of Jerry Shapiro in the front row here, I helped him find a new housing for his business. We're here to help each other. And I think you get the most out of membership if you get involved. So we invite all of you to volunteer in some fashion in this organization. There are handout cards showing who the different committee members are. You can contact any of them and express an interest if there's some facet of the organization that interests you. But we've also been working to enhance our services to members. A number of you are transitioning or considering the transition into the industry. I can tell you firsthand that I've done it. I started in aerospace, went to industrial technology, then into medical technology, then back out to data communications, and then back into medical technology. So you can transition into this industry, and it's a matter of finding those skills that you can translate from one industry to the next. We're going to be piloting a new feature on our website that I'm going to have Stan talk about to facilitate careers. We've done such things recently as invited people to sign on for multi-year memberships at a discount. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to Stan to talk about our latest feature.
Thank you. My name's Stan Wharton. What we're trying to do is revitalize the Career Center that we've had on MDG in past years. We want to bring it back. So it's essentially a place that you can post a job if you're looking for somebody, or you can post your resume if you're looking to be found by somebody. The idea is that it's going to be a focused community. It's open to people who are members. And the intent is that you can look, see what's out there, and someone that's out there can look and see what you have to offer for them, for what they're looking for. Right now, it's, like Paul said, it's in the pilot stage. We do have the ability to post resumes. We do have the ability to post jobs. If you go to the Career Center, when you look on the website, if you're a member, under there you'll see the ability to look at resumes and to also look at job postings. And if you go to your profile, you'll have the ability to post your resume. We hope you'll take a look at it. If you have any questions, any concerns, please contact us. We'd like to make it work for you. We need your feedback to understand that. Thank you very much.
I want to point out a couple of things. If you came to this event as a non-member and you like, you like the feel of this and want to participate more, you can get the price of tonight's event knocked off the membership fee. So if you paid $25 for this event, you pay an additional $75 to become a member. I also want to point out we're doing an open house on November 18th. And this is the first time this organization has done this, and we're really going to showcase all of the aspects of our organization, from sponsorships to alliances to what we're doing for membership services. And it's going to be a fun event. It's a free event. We'd like to invite you and your friends and your professional friends. We're going to have capacity to handle hundreds of people, and we'd like to see you all there.
Thanks, Paul. Just a couple other quick announcements. The gentleman on the left is David. We have a group that are Sales and Marketing SIG. What are SIGs? SIGs are special interest groups, and we have them in all different disciplines, both in entrepreneurial SIG, just a variety of SIGs. But tonight, if you have a company that has a problem or issue that would like input from a really good brain trust, and we put on an event, and we get to really dissect this company and help them solve a sales and marketing related issue, please see David. He has some forms and some information about it. Raise your hand or something so they...
Looking for, so we're looking for companies that are getting ready to commercialize their product or service in the medical device industry. We're really excited. The next one is going to be our 6th annual. So we're looking to grab as many candidate companies as we can. We put them through a rigorous process. They actually end up walking away with tens of thousands of dollars of free consulting about going to market. So come and see me, and for any other information, please. Thank you,
Okay.
Lisa.
You're welcome. There's also different organizations and groups sometimes offer MDG members special memberships or special discounts on services. And I know that Mike Drews is a member of MDG and a past board member, and he's running an FDA regulatory course. And we're trying to see, what offer he can make to our members as well. But if you're interested in regulatory, FDA regulatory, see Charisse over here, and she can give you more information on that.
On that note, coming up at the end of October, October 26th, 27th, 28th, here in Boston at the Park Plaza Hotel will be Software Design for Medical Devices, a conference that's been taking place now for like 18 years. People who visit shubarasos.com, that's my website, will find the ability to register for that price at a 20% discount. So if you don't remember that, see me and I'll give you my card.
The only other announcement I wanted to do is I wanted the board members of MDG to just stand up for a second so that you can see the board members and the 3 vice presidents. So I'm just doing this from a visibility standpoint so that you know these are the leaders in this organization, and these are your go-to people. So see them and be able to utilize their knowledge. Okay, without further ado, I think we can start and have some fun tonight. My name is Lisa Sasso, you know that. I'm an executive coach for medical device professionals. And in fact, 1/3 of the people I help are people in transition, so people very much like yourselves. I'm also a very proud board member and have been for 10 years. And I love this organization, and it's much more than just a club. It's a group of people that care about each other. And I think that people get into medical for a reason, and it's because people are more altruistic and they care about other people. Because nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And so MDG is definitely a caring group of people. You're going to hear some great stories on transitions, and you each have your own stories on transitions, and some of you are creating them as we go along. I was very fortunate to transition from a finance accounting role into a medical device company, into a similar type role because of skill sets. What you want to look at is you want to look at what skills do you have and how can you apply what you do to this other industry. It's key. It's critical. By doing that and then proving yourself, I mean, I was able to go from a job that I was promoted 4 times into a new industry, again, being promoted several times, working with 3 presidents of an organization at C.R. Bard, and from there to starting my own medical device company and building it from 0 to $28 million. You can do anything you want if you truly believe in yourself, you believe in your abilities, and you want it. If you have passion, there's nothing that can stop you. But you have to find something you love, and you have to be true to doing something you want to do. I actually had 4 family members die of coronary artery disease. When I started working at Bard USCI division, that was a cardiology company. I was so excited to learn more about devices and to learn more about the industry because of my background. And then later when I started my company, again, a cardiology company, and again, doing a diagnostic tool and a therapeutic tool that helped doctors make better treatment decisions. So what I'm saying is, if you have a passion, you have a love, you have your skill set, you can apply that. You can find jobs that are going to be satisfying to you. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, when you're 80 years old, you don't want to look back at your life and say, you know, what did I do? Nobody's going to say, you know, you should have worked harder or you should have worked more. Or you're going to be surrounded by your family and friends, and all they can say is, this person loved what they did, if that's the case. So for those of you that truly want to be in devices, it's a fabulous field. And like I said, I'm going to give you so many reasons why you'll be lining up to put your resume in a couple places. So, like I said, this is about you. So, first of all, I've heard somebody came from Connecticut. Is there anybody that can top Connecticut? Did anybody come from further than Connecticut to get here? Yeah?
I came from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York. All right. All right. That's fabulous. Now, let me ask a second question. Why are you here? I mean, the first question is, like, how did you hear about it?
Right, well, my wife took a job recently in the Boston area, so I'm looking to relocate. I work for a major medical device company now and looking to relocate to Boston. So I did the Google search, and you came up, and this fit in well with my schedule, so here I am.
Excellent. All right, resourceful. Love it. Okay, other people, why are you here? How did you hear about tonight's event? This is important to us as we're getting ready for our open house. We want to know how people heard about this. How many people heard about it from the announcements? Your MDG members, and you get the announcements. Okay, a good deal of people. How many people heard about it from like a WPEI, WBVF, M2D2, other things? Witty, West, there's so many different partner organizations and stuff. Nobody heard about it from any partner organization?
HBA, Healthcare Business Women's
HBA, excellent. And I know somebody heard about it from Witty because I met them at a meeting. Any other?
MLSC.
MLSC, okay, great, yep.
From Health Innovators. From Health Innovators.
Health Innovators, excellent, yep. We were on their things. Anybody else? All right, so you got here. Now, your name badges might be highlighted if you're transitioning. If you're transitioning, can you stand up so we can see who you are, so we know who we need to help tonight? Okay. All right. Here is our transitioning group. It's a massive undertaking, but I think we can do it. All right. How many people here are members of MDG? Okay. Stand up if you've been, members of MDG, good number. How many are veterans in the medical device industry? Because I need to help the transition people. If you're a veteran, stand up. Okay. Okay. If you stay, wait, I didn't say sit down. No, I told you you're going to work a little tonight. Okay, if you have less than 5 years of medical device experience, sit down. Okay, if you have less than 10 years of medical device experience, sit down. Okay, less than 15. Okay, 20 and over are standing up, correct? Okay. I'm not going to go there. Thank you very much. These are the people you really want to network with. Did you guys all take a look at where they were sitting and who you want to talk to? Okay. That is, it's so important to look at the industry. In fact, In a recent recruiter's report that came out, they're calling the medical device industry a gray-haired person's industry. I don't know if anybody else saw this or if it was just me, but they said the average age of people in medical devices is 46 years old. But they said that 45% of the people are over 50. And what does that mean for all the, and less than 16% of the people have 5 years or less. So what does that mean? That means that as the baby boomers get older, there's going to be much more opportunity for the younger cadre. So that's just interesting tidbits. And I have 2 excellent reports, and if you want either one, and I will quote some facts and figures from them. One is this recruiter's report, and another is the Massmedics annual report on the kind of state of the union for Massachusetts. And like I said, if you can email me, I can send you the links, I can do whatever, but it's really good information if this is your industry and this is something that's important to you. So why do you think Massachusetts, and first of all, how do you think Massachusetts does with medical devices? Do you think it's pretty good? Okay? Excellent? What do you think?
Pretty good. Good.
Pretty good. Okay. How about okay? People were okay? Okay. How about excellent? Do we see some excellence? Okay, you guys are the smart ones. Because Massachusetts does so well in medical devices. Of course, the U.S. is the #1 place for medical devices. But in our 50 states, where do you think, I'm going to start with employment because you guys are interested in being employed. So in employment, where do you think Massachusetts ranks from 0 to 50? Is it more or less than 25? Better. Okay, more or less than 10? Better. More or less than 3? That's, but for years, we were second. We are now third. But it's right behind Minnesota, with one being 6.3% and Massachusetts being 6%, following California, which of course is #1. But we are right up there when it comes to employment in the medical device sector. So then the question, why? Why do we employ so many people in medical devices? Anybody have any ideas? What?
Universities?
Universities. That's actually, and what do universities give us?
Educated people.
Okay, they give us research, education, smart people. There's 65% of people have some kind of college background. 45% of people have bachelor degrees, and it showed an increase of 25% of people, a 25% increase in STEM. Does anybody know what STEM stands for?
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yep, science, technology, engineering, and math. So we have the best schools around. Boston is fabulous. Nice move to come to Boston. And what else do we have that other states don't have?
Tons of good hospitals.
What?
Good hospitals.
That's right, hospitals. Hospitals are key because hospitals not only, they produce a lot of clinical research, a lot of R&D, which leads to patents and leads to 510Ks and PMAs and new companies, and it all stems the whole VC community. Massachusetts leads the pack. We're #2 in venture capital. We in IPOs, #2. It's unbelievable how well Massachusetts does, and they do it because of education with the universities, and they do it because of the hospitals and the hospital systems and the R&D that comes out of it. And it's fabulous. So you didn't realize what a hotbed you were sitting on, but it is. It's true. It's pretty impressive when you think of the opportunities. mergers and acquisitions. What Massachusetts has had 2 of the biggest medical device acquisitions in the last 2 years. Does anybody know what they are or who they are? Medtronic, Covidien, that was the biggest one, yeah.
Boston Scientific.
No, not Boston Scientific. No, it was much smaller and it was a year ago. And it was only like 16 billion. No.
Stryker? Not Cytec, that was on.
60 billion?
Let me just see for a second. Okay, and exports, where do you think we are? I'll get back to you, I'll tell you the other M&A, it'll come to me in a second. But we're number 3 overall in exports, and we're number 1 in medical device exports as a percentage of total exports across industries. So, I mean, like I said, this is pretty huge. And with us ranking 2 in VC funding, we're right behind California. I mean, we are a force to be reckoned with, right here, little Massachusetts. Okay, that's what it is. 13.6 billion, I remember the number. It's Thermo Fisher Scientific with Life Technologies. So that happened last year. And of course, Medtronic was a $42.9 billion M&A. And so these are 2 of the largest M&As, and they happened right here in Massachusetts. And also, there was this IPO recently, just this past year, for Ocular Therapeutics with 75 million. But again, these are things that you probably didn't think about or didn't know. But with devices, there's some positives and some negatives. So with mergers and acquisitions, you lose a lot of management seats. You also lose a lot of sales and marketing because they're consolidating. And the other big trend that's happening is for those engineers, we haven't done that yet, but we're going to find out who you are in a second. For those engineers in the room, bigger companies are going to smaller startups to get their real work done and do the R&D, and then it's coming in-house. So a lot of manufacturing and R&D is going, it's still here, so we definitely need qualified people, but they're not working for the big companies anymore. It's just a change. Some of the issues or concerns that you have to be aware of is regulatory is huge. The hurdles have never been higher. And so there's definitely a need for like QA and QC and all of that. How many software engineers in the room? Anybody? Okay, software engineers, you've got a huge opportunity. So many people need you for systems and processes, and actually the best software guru that I know in medical devices is this gentleman on the right, Brian Shoemaker, and you can see him if you want to talk to him about things that are relevant in that industry. But software's booming. One of the challenges that we are having, though, is that there are more qualified, good people out there, and the companies don't see you. Why don't they see you? I don't know, because you're not making yourself known. Because if you look at the reports, and I can give you the recruiters report that came out a week ago, it showed that the demand of good, talented, skilled people is outseeming the number of bodies and applicants that they're getting. So what does that mean for you guys? It means opportunity. It means companies need good people, and they're not getting the good people. And the good people are sitting here in this room. So, and now I'm going to help you guys know who you are so you can help each other. So the first thing I'm going to start with, because this was started by 4 engineers, is engineers. If you're an engineer, please stand up. Okay, take a look around. Look at your fellow engineers. No pocket protectors tonight. Okay, these are some people you might want to talk to at the end of the night. I just want you to get a glance of the engineers.